Every story begins with a scream. But American Horror Story? Its screams started long before the cameras rolled. Tonight, we're not talking about the show you watched on your couch with the lights dimmed. We're talking about the real nightmares that inspired it, and the secret one man found buried so deep the cast and crew still refuse to speak his name. If you're a fan of AHS, you already know each season pulls threads from real horror: abandoned asylums, serial killers, forgotten towns, cults. But what if I told you one researcher tried stitching all those threads together?
And what he uncovered wasn't a pattern. It was a warning. Before we start, subscribe before your screen goes dark. His name was Evan Reese, a doctoral researcher studying how horror TV impacts human psychology. A rational man, calm, analytical. The kind of person who believed fear was just a glitch in the brain, nothing more. But during his thesis work on American Horror Story, Evan stumbled on something odd. All 9 AHS seasons, despite spanning different timelines, locations, and themes, had 3 extremely specific common symbols hidden in background frames: a door, a circle, and
A black figure standing just out of focus. He thought it was stylistic flair, until he zoomed into one frame from Season 2, Asylum. The figure wasn't an actor. It wasn't listed in the credits, and when he enhanced the frame, the outline sharpened, not into a costume, but into a real person, staring directly at the camera. Except, no one on the set remembered them being there. Evan became obsessed. He'd track filming locations across the country: the farmhouse from Roanoke, the murder house replica, abandoned hospitals the crew had permission to film in. One night, while visiting the Roanoke, now empty asylum set in New Orleans, he stopped in front of a rusted patient door labeled Room 6B. A door he had seen dozens of times in HAS frames, always slightly open, always dark inside. But here, in real life, the door shouldn't have been here. Room 6B didn't exist on the original blueprint. Evan froze. Then a voice crawled through the crack, raspy, breathless.
"You finally came back."
Evan backed away, thinking it was a prank, until he noticed something else. On the floor, carved into the dust, was the same circle symbol he had seen in HAS. Frames. Perfectly symmetrical. Fresh. But circles aren't just symbols. They're rituals. Barriers. He took a shaky photo on his phone, and as the flash lit the hallway, he saw someone in the corner. Tall, still, head tilted unnaturally, like they had been watching him for hours. When the flash faded, the figure was gone, but the smell they left behind, cold metal and soil, clung to the air. Evan began interviewing former AHS cast members. Most laughed off his questions, until he spoke with Lydia Greer, an actress with only a small role in Season 4. She didn't laugh. She didn't blink. She simply asked, "Did you see it too?" According to Lydia, the black figure wasn't a ghost or crew member. It was something the crew called the Watcher. A superstition, they said. A joke. But Lydia didn't think it was funny. She told Evan a story. During shooting, every time a cast member went missing for a moment, a bathroom break, a wardrobe change, a late-night shoot, they'd return different, shaken, pale, eyes wider than before, and always whispering the same thing under their breath: "Close the door." Lydia handed Evan a sealed envelope. Inside was a mini DV tape labeled only "Do Not View." Naturally, he viewed it. The footage was raw, handheld behind-the-scenes film from the asylum set. Crew members laughing, props being moved, director cues, normal stuff. Until the camera operator turned toward the hallway, the same hallway with room 6B. The door was open wider now. Inside, you could see someone sitting cross-legged on the floor, back to the camera, rocking gently. Then slowly, they stopped moving and turned their head, not their body, 150 degrees towards the lens. Their mouth stretched open, wider than bone should allow, and the screen filled with darkness as the thing, crawled toward the camera at unnatural speed. The tape cut. Evan realized the truth. AHS didn't create the horror. It documented it, patterned it, disguised it. The writers weren't inventing stories, they were hiding real events behind scripts, turning truth into entertainment so no one would question it. Everything connected. The door, the circle, the watcher, and room 6B wasn't just a set piece. It was a place the production crew kept closed for years. Because when you open it, let something out. Evan disappeared 2 weeks later. All that remained was his notebook, found abandoned in a motel outside Louisiana. Every page was filled with the same sentence. It followed me home. So the next time you watch American Horror Story, pause the frame. Look for the shadows behind the actors. Look for the door. Look for the circle. And if you ever see a figure standing still in the corner, don't stare back. It hates being seen. Do you think the watcher was part of the show, or something the show accidentally awakened? Subscribe before your screen goes dark.